Hey everyone, while Ford and Chrysler are doing who knows what, it's time to take a closer look at Chinese cars. There's already a lot of interesting stuff popping up there. Just a reminder, my name is Tyler. Let's figure out these automotive wonders together.
Okay, let's dive straight into the fuel consumption of the Chery Tiggo 8 Pro and Max. This is something a lot of you have been asking about, and I'm happy to finally give you a detailed breakdown based on my own experiences and some thorough research. First, let's talk about the different modifications and how their fuel economy varies. The Tiggo 8, in its base form, tends to sit around 8 to 9 liters per 100 kilometers in combined city and highway driving. Now, this is based on my own testing. Driving in a mix of conditions, your mileage may vary, of course, depending on your driving style, terrain, and even the weather. We're talking about real-world figures here, not the idealized numbers you might see in brochures. The PRO model, with its slightly more powerful engine and added features, generally sees a slight increase in consumption, often hovering around 9 to 10 liters per 100 kilometers. Finally, the Max, the top-of-the-line model, usually sits at the higher end of that range, sometimes even exceeding 10 liters per 100 kilometers, especially if you're pushing its capabilities. Remember, these are averages, and individual experiences will differ. Now, how does this compare to its competitors? This is where things get interesting. We're looking at vehicles in a similar class, similar size, and similar power output. I've done extensive research comparing the Tiggo 8 models to rivals like the Haval H6, the Geely Boyue, and the Kia Sportage. Generally speaking, the Tiggo 8 sits somewhere in the middle of the pack. Some competitors boast slightly better fuel economy, while others are a bit thirstier. The Haval H6, for example, often shows slightly lower consumption figures in real-world tests, while the Kia Sportage, depending on the engine, can sometimes be a bit higher. The Geely Boyue tends to fall somewhere closer to the Tiggo 8's range. It's important to remember that these comparisons are based on averages and can vary significantly based on the specific trim level and engine options of each competitor. I've included some comparative charts in the video description, so you can take a closer look at the specific numbers. It's crucial to do your own research and compare the models that interest you most. So, to summarize, the Chery Tiggo 8 Pro and Max fuel consumption varies depending on the model and driving conditions. While the manufacturer's promised figures might be slightly more optimistic, the real-world numbers I've experienced and gathered from other sources paint a clearer picture. Remember to consider your driving habits and the specific model you're interested in before making a decision. And don't forget to check out the detailed comparison charts in the description below. Let me know in the comments what your experiences have been with the Tiggo 8's fuel consumption. I'd love to hear from you. So, let's dive straight into the juicy details about fuel consumption in the Chery Tiggo 8, 8 Pro, and 8 Pro Max. We're going to tackle the reality versus the manufacturer's claims, and hopefully clear up any confusion you might have. I've been driving these models extensively, and I've got some real-world data to share with you. The manufacturer's figures often paint a pretty rosy picture, promising impressive fuel economy numbers. But how does that stack up against everyday driving conditions? Well, let's just say there's a bit of a gap. My experience shows that the actual fuel consumption is generally higher than what's advertised, especially in city driving. Think about stop-and-go traffic, idling, and frequent acceleration. All of these significantly impact your fuel efficiency. On the highway, you'll see better results, closer to the manufacturer's claims, but even then, you'll likely see a slight increase in consumption compared to their advertised figures. We're talking about differences that can add up over time, impacting your overall running costs. It's crucial to understand these variations and manage your expectations accordingly. Remember, factors like driving style, tire pressure, and even the weather can all play a role in your fuel consumption. Now let's talk about what you can do to improve your fuel economy in your Cherry Tiggo 8, 8 Pro, or 8 Pro Max. This is where you can really make a difference. First and foremost, smooth driving is key. Avoid aggressive acceleration and braking. Gentle acceleration and anticipating traffic flow can significantly reduce fuel consumption. Think about coasting whenever possible, letting the car slow down naturally instead of slamming on the brakes. Maintaining the correct tire pressure is another crucial aspect. Underinflated tires increase rolling resistance, leading to higher fuel consumption. Check your tire pressure regularly and inflate them to the recommended pressure listed in your owner's manual. This is a simple yet effective way to improve your fuel efficiency. Another often overlooked factor is your driving style. Aggressive driving, such as speeding and rapid acceleration, consumes significantly more fuel than a more relaxed approach. Try to maintain a steady speed and avoid unnecessary acceleration. Regular maintenance is also vital. Ensure your car is properly serviced, with regular oil changes and filter replacements. A well-maintained engine runs more efficiently, leading to better fuel economy. Finally, consider your driving habits. Are you frequently carrying unnecessary weight in your vehicle? Extra weight puts more strain on the engine, leading to increased fuel consumption. Try to keep your car as light as possible. These are all practical steps you can take to reduce your fuel consumption and save money in the long run. It's all about being mindful of your driving habits and making small adjustments that can make a big difference. Ultimately, understanding the reality of fuel consumption in your Cherry Tiggo 8, 80 Pro, or 80 Pro Max is crucial for managing your budget and expectations. While the manufacturer's figures provide a benchmark, real-world driving conditions often lead to higher fuel consumption. By adopting efficient driving techniques, maintaining your vehicle properly, and being mindful of your driving habits, you can significantly improve your fuel economy and reduce your overall running costs. Remember, every little bit helps, and these small changes can add up to substantial savings over time. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more helpful tips and reviews. And let me know in the comments below what your fuel consumption is like. I'd love to hear your experiences.